Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for February 22, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. First, we're following the ongoing protests in Iran, where demonstrators are demanding change and challenging the government's authority. The protests have spread to over 100 cities across the country, with thousands of Iranians taking to the streets to express their discontent with the current regime. We'll continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. In other news, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled against President Donald Trump's sweeping global tariffs, deeming them unconstitutional. The decision has sent shockwaves through the economic and political spheres, and President Trump has announced plans to raise global tariffs to 10%. Economists and trade experts are warning that this could lead to a devastating trade war and inflict significant harm on American businesses and consumers. We'll also be keeping an eye on the implications of these developments for the U.S. economy, global trade relations, and the upcoming presidential election. And in related news, Michigan business owners have expressed concerns about the impact of the tariffs on their industries, while Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has sent President Trump a $1.6 billion bill for tariff refunds following the Supreme Court's ruling. And as always, we'll leave you with this. The Iranian people are demanding change, and their voices will be heard. Whether it's through peaceful protests or international pressure, one thing is clear: the status quo is no longer acceptable. We'll be watching these developments closely and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. And that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall know what's right now. Firstly, we're looking at the situation in France, where the country is facing challenges on multiple fronts, including a notable absence of cows at the agricultural show, which speaks to deeper concerns about the future of French farming and the impact of global trade deals on local communities. Secondly, we're examining the heated debate within the conservative movement in the U.S. regarding America's role in the Middle East and its alliance with Israel. This internal conflict, sparked by disagreements between prominent commentators like Tucker Carlson and Mike Huckabee, reflects a broader shift in conservative ranks and may pose significant challenges to the coherence of the movement. Lastly, we're bringing you updates from northwest Pakistan, where a surge in militant violence has been reported, including a recent suicide bombing that killed 2 soldiers. The Pakistani military has vowed to continue operations against those responsible amidst rising tensions with Afghanistan. We'll be keeping a close eye on these stories and providing in-depth analysis and commentary in the days ahead. For now, our thoughts are with the families of those affected by the violence in Pakistan and with the people of France as they navigate their country's challenges. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we have an update on the global economy, where industry giants SAP, SE, and Visa Inc. are making headlines with significant announcements. SAP SE is proposing a raise in its annual dividend, while Visa Inc. is acquiring 2 key payment companies in Argentina to bolster its presence in the digital payments market. We'll break down what this means for investors and the broader market. Secondly, we're discussing the latest developments in the U.S. economy, where the global market is witnessing uncertainty and unpredictability. We'll analyze the implications of recent announcements and provide guidance on how to stay ahead of the curve. Lastly, we're diving into the debate surrounding artificial intelligence and its impact on job displacement, with comments from Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, sparking a heated discussion. We'll separate fact from fiction and provide a nuanced perspective on the role of AI in the job market. Throughout these stories, our expert advice remains the same: stay calm, informed, and level-headed. As I always say, don't panic. We'll help you navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by these developments so you can make informed decisions and stay ahead of the curve. Tune in to our full podcast for in-depth analysis and expert insights. And remember, when it comes to investing, a balanced approach and long-term perspective are key. Where do you stay your money? Monday. We'll discuss that and more on today's show. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA's Artemis program has hit a snag with the delay of the Artemis 2 mission, which aims to return humans to the lunar surface by 2025. Despite the setback, NASA remains optimistic about the program's future, citing its potential to far surpass the achievements of the Apollo era. In related news, European scientists have been tracking a lithium plume left behind by the burnup of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket over Europe last year, highlighting the importance of responsible space exploration and sustainable space technologies. Closer to home, a series of devastating avalanches has struck Western Austria, claiming multiple lives and injuring many more. The recent heavy snowfall and strong winds have created a perfect storm, destabilizing the slopes and unleashing a deadly wave of avalanches. We urge everyone to exercise extreme caution when venturing into the mountains, particularly during periods of unstable weather. These stories serve as poignant reminders of the complexities and challenges that come with exploring space and respecting the boundaries of nature. We'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates and insights throughout the day. Stay safe and stay informed. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. As we kick off our morning podcast, let's dive into a quick recap of the key stories making headlines. Firstly, we've been closely following the Winter Olympics, where Team USA has been breaking records and dominating in various events. The U.S. has set a new record for the most gold medals won at a Winter Olympics, with an impressive total of 11 gold medals. All eyes are now on the highly anticipated men's hockey matchup between Team USA and Canada, scheduled to face off for the gold medal. In our analysis, we've highlighted the key factors that could influence the outcome of this thrilling contest. The United States, bolstered by the return of pivotal players such as Quinn Hughes and Taj Thompson, presents a formidable challenge to their Canadian counterparts. Meanwhile, Canada boasts an array of talented newcomers, including Macklin Celebrini and Nick Suzuki, but faces health concerns with key players like Sidney Crosby and Josh Morrissey. In other news, we've been tracking the progress of Team USA in various Winter Olympics events, from record-breaking performances in speed skating to dominating wins in figure skating. The world of sports is full of excitement, drama, and inspiration, and we're committed to bringing you the latest updates and analysis. That's a quick rundown of the top stories for now. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curall.
Thank you, Howard. First, we featured two inspiring tales of environmental conservation through art. In one story, a stunning mural made from recycled plastic bottles was created in a neighborhood, highlighting the importance of community involvement in protecting our environment. In another, an anonymous artist transformed plastic waste into a breathtaking landscape, demonstrating the impact of creativity and collective action. Next, we discussed the Federal Communications Commission's initiative, Pledge America, which encourages broadcasters to air more patriotic content as the country approaches its 250th anniversary. The campaign aims to inspire national pride and unity, but also raises questions about the role of media in shaping public discourse and promoting inclusive definitions of American identity. These stories showcase the power of community, creativity, and nuanced discussions in addressing environmental challenges and celebrating our nation's diversity. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Like you, Charles. Designers like Harris Reed, Richard Quinn, and Halpern sent models down the catwalk in everything from bright florals to sleek metallics. We also saw a focus on sustainable fashion, with many designers opting for eco-friendly materials and production methods. But it's not all about London. We've also been following the story of the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester, which has made a remarkable recovery after a tumultuous opening. With over 100 headline events, thousands of jobs created, and hundreds of thousands of visitors attracted to the city, the venue is proving to be a major player in the music industry. And with its upcoming hosting of the Brit Awards, Co-op Live is poised to further cement its reputation as a premier music venue. So, whether you're a fashionista or a music lover, there's something for everyone in this week's edition of the AI Daily Press. Stay stylish. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we have a rare conservation win in Vietnam, where the critically endangered Tonkin snub-nosed monkey has shown a stable population in the Cao Che species and habitat conservation area. This success is thanks to collaborative efforts between wildlife charity Fauna Flora and local community groups. Next, we're celebrating another conservation victory, this time in Vietnam's lush forests, where the Tonkin snub-nosed monkey numbers are on the rise. The census, which used a combination of traditional and technological tools, verified that approximately 250 individuals are thriving in the conservation area. Lastly, researchers from Vanderbilt University School of Medicine have made a groundbreaking discovery that could revolutionize our understanding of aging in animals. The study, which focused on worms, identified a previously unknown adaptation that actively remodels one of the largest and most complex structures in our cells, with significant implications for promoting healthy aging. These stories showcase the power of collaborative conservation efforts, community engagement, and scientific research in making a positive impact on the natural world. Tune in to our full reports for more details on these inspiring stories. I'm David, and this is the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atnacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.